Okay. Is it real? Are we live? Is it truly happening? Guys. You have absolutely idea how monumentous this occasion is. I have not had this occasion come up to me in literally 4 years. This is the first day in speedcubing history within the 2020s that I want to practice cube. I said it. I want to do it. This event is just way too fun because I suck so much with my method, but my turning speed makes up for it in pretty much every way, shape, and form, so that I'm actually like comparable to like top solvers from a bygone era. Also known as subs 5. Very much a question mark on that sub 5 though. Plus, I have a dog. Toasty! How you doing? Hi, Toast. Anyway, there's the pet interlude of the stream. Give me money. I'm not monetized yet. You can't. There's a very particular reason on why I'm practicing Skew right now. I have a competition with it in February, and Jacob Levy is also going to the competition. Now, Jacob Levy has been chasing the sub-2 barrier for a while, and I hope that he gets it this weekend. But I also did something pretty funny at Utah Chance where I did an average of 5 standing up for the entirety of it. Because one of my former PR averages, which was 3.03, that was tied, my last solve, I decided to stand up for the heck of it. I didn't even know that I had personal record best possible. I just stood up because I thought it would be a funny joke. And then I got BPA and got my tie personal record. And so from that point on, I was standing up for, or like doing something ridiculous with my posture on the last solve. I also did this in Rocky's Found, so I like squatted in my chair in a weird way. But at Utah Chance, I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna stand up for the entire round, and then I get sub 3. Like, I get my personal record average, and it's like, it's better than Ryan Pilot, which is the only reason why he doesn't nemesize me. So, the short answer is I'm going to be standing up for all of my future cube solves officially, just because it's fun. So, I jokingly said, oh, I have chairless world record now. Because who the heck stands up and gets sub 3 on Cube? Jacob saw that comment, and it's like, yo, I'm just gonna get it next comp. Like, I don't need to get a decent average, I just need to get something okay-ish while standing up, and I get chairless world record. So now, I need to defend my record. Cool clock insert, thank you. It's my beloved Bubba. But yeah, seeing as these solves in the stream are making me not sub 5, I don't really think sub 3 average is going to be realistic. But it's just a fun thing to do. I'm just having fun with it. It's good to have one of those events that's just kind of like a joke in your community. Or like a joke for you. Toasty, what are you doing? She walked over and like started licking my ankle. It was weird. But yeah, this is pretty much like the only speed event that I genuinely just don't care about what results I get. Like even clock, I care like in a microscopic amount of what I get, just because making round 2 is kind of like an achievement in and of itself. Which is kind of weird saying because like I got second at Utah Champs with like a ridiculous PR2 that like is not even anywhere close to any of my other averages. Also nice. Seriously, I went from 3.8 something on clock straight to 3.1. Or 3, what am I saying? My average went from like 5.8 in Rockies finals to 5.1. And then since then, I've just not gotten any other sub 6. And then randomly, you touch chance, I get 5.3. Sub 6 is good? Yeah, sub 6 is very good. Like just now, I got sub 6. Aren't I good, guys? But yeah, I said it in the description of that video, I don't need to practice events again. Annoyingly, it's probably one of the easiest ways I can unnemesize Martin Egdal, but I don't know what that's going to do for me. Because, like, if I'm already going to do it in Pure Minx, like, why bother with it in Clock? Wait, I'm slow on Clock or Skew? No, I was referring to Clock. I was just making a joke about how I got a 3+2. That's not the turn. It was like, it's surprisingly common for me to +2 in Skew more than any other event just because I don't care about like the final alignment. To the point where I basically almost +2'd out of that 2.7 average. Or that 2.97 average, whatever it was. Numbers are confusing, especially when you have such a wide range. It's like, I constantly have to go with talking about 5s to talking about 2s and then everything else in between. And then the occasional time where I get 3 8s in a row and then I get a 1.2. True story, this actually happened recently. Yeah, but I learned Sarah's Intermediate back in 2019, and I have just been optimizing it ever since. I've been using the same skew methods for 7 years now. Today is my first day practicing since I'm somewhat recovered from a minor thumb injury. Oh, yikes. What happened? Did you make a mistake in woodshop class again? I have not gotten one sol better than my PR average. Remember when that happened to me in US Nationals 2023 finals? Which, yes, that is a thing that I did. I actually made national finals for Skewb in 2023 with my shitty method. Okay, I only know that NS because it's Braden Roden's profile picture. I just realized I got more views on my edit shorts than other content combined. Yeah, but if you're thinking about it as watch time, it's like not even remotely close. Like, my EG tutorial has more watch time than literally all of my shorts combined. That's the Sarah's Advanced I got on my PR single. NAC semifinals, it's literally one move to that. Salt 5. I remember Dom got like a 107 with like 11 TPS. It was nuts. There's a 2. It's like what? 3 moves to a Z-perm conjugate? Imagine joining and seeing a piece pop. I mean, that was a pretty common occurrence when I started. But like live streaming wasn't really a big thing back then. Especially cubing live stream. Like, cubing live stream just straight up didn't exist back then. Like, people want to watch other people solve puzzles? What nerds? Who would ever do that? I can figure this shit out. I got it. Imagine doing Skewb lol. Imagine. That's just what I do with Skewb. I get a 15 and then a 3, and then I'm just like, cool, whatever. We move on. We were playing with balls, and I catched it wrong. That is one of the best chat messages I've ever read in my life. Do you want out? You need to hop out? No? You're just gonna skip her under my bed again? Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave the door open in case she wants to go out. This event is trash. How many moves was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 12, that's 18. I also don't inspect for long enough just because I don't know how to one-look anything. They actually had, like, sub PR pace. That was sad. I joined the stream thinking we were solving a Minecraft cube. No, it was just a random image file I had. I think Seth Bling did that once, right? Solving a cube in Minecraft. What's your next comp? Cubing with the Dinosaurs Lehigh 2026. It is a repeat of a competition last year that was held in the Lehigh Dinosaur Museum. And it was pretty cool. I actually won that competition with my personal record Pyraminx average because there was no 3x3 Pyraminx was the main event. No, what? What the heck did I just do? Where am I? What? Okay, I just got... Does someone know what I just did? I messed up clicking a key, and I got a random session that had a 0.86 best single, and I have no idea what session it could be. Because it's not 2x2. It's not Pyraminx. Is it like one of these garbage sessions? V, maybe? No. How's my best V slower than my best pyramid solve? Whatever. Skew, we're back. My first semi-mean in 219. Well, that's good. Oh, damn. That's actually really good. My next comp is tomorrow. I'm hoping to get top 5 in the state for OH. What state are you from? Because that really is a telling. Tennessee. How competitive is Tennessee? I don't know much about Tennessee. What do I know about Tennessee? Do I know anything about Tennessee? I know the capital is Nashville. And I don't think I can name another city. That's what I know about Tennessee. That's my Tennessee knowledge. To the full extent. Oh, Oak Ridge. From Oppenheimer, or whatever it was. Okay, seriously though, like... This... Wait, not this one. This one. I literally just do this pure 5-finger trick into this triple sledge, which is like way too many moves. Is California the most competitive state in cubing? In the United States, I would probably say yes. Yeah. In the United States, California is absolutely the most competitive state. If we're talking about other regions or other like states / provinces / like jurisdictions, then it's really a toss-up between a lot of different areas. Like pretty much any one of them in China is going to be better than Cali. For 3x3 at least. If we're talking about all-rounding, then maybe it is California. But like California has like... How many good all-rounders does California have? They have Brendan Dunnigan. They have... Do we count Max Park? They got Antonio, Xiaohun. I think I have a lot of Rue OH solvers for some reason. There's a lot of good, like, under-the-radar all-rounders in California that I don't know much about. Like, whenever I look up SOR rankings and I see who's, like, right above or right below me, I see a lot of names like that, and I'm just like, who are these people? And I bet a lot of them are probably from California. But yeah, it depends on what we consider competitive, though. Like, I took a random picture of Brendan Dunnigan in Southeast Chance 2025. Chill dude, but random photo lol. I would not describe him as a chill dude. I would describe him as, like... He's very outgoing. Like, you know exactly where he is whenever he talks. Yo, sub 3 average, what the hell? He's very, extroverted, I think is the best way to put, Brendan. Like, when he gets a good or a bad result in a competition, you definitely know, even if you're, like, barely even in the venue. I remember it was at a Chipotle at NAC. The first event after lunch was, I think, 2x2. And I was planning on competing in 2x2 with, like, these ridiculous sunglasses and, like, a UV-coated 2x2 with 3D printed extensions that was, like, 7 centimeters. It was a dumb decision. It's quite ridiculous and actually cost me a piercing in a way. But I took the cube to a Chipotle, and I was just doing 4x4 algorithms that, like, would return the cube back to normal. And then he saw the cube, and I was like, yo, I need to try a solve on this. Like, he didn't even, like, ask for a solve on this. He was just like, yo, I need to try this. So I let him try it, of course. He got, like, a couple good singles. All the friends were filming it. And it was just ridiculous in a way. And then I made it into a thumbnail of a Reed W. Richardson vlog. Chill as in he's a nice guy. Oh, 100%. 100%. He's a nice guy, but he's very verbose. Is that the right word? That's not the right word. I can't think of it. Hey, how are you? I'm doing alright. Also, selfie chance, I ran into Luke Garrett at a pizza place. Common occurrence, low-key. The first time I truly talked to a top cuber was at Cubing and Craig, which is a random competition in the northwest of in the northwest of Colorado. That's 6 hours out of the way for me, and another 3 hours out of the way for everyone in Colorado. So there were so few people at the competition that they just added second rounds to 4 different events because they had time for it. And Luke Garrett just happened to sit at the table that I was already sitting at, and we just had a lot of conversations, especially about one-handed. He was really chasing for a sub-6 3x3 average back then. Holy cannoli. That was back when sub-6 was actually impressive. And nowadays, if you're sub-6, you're not even in... Actually, you still are in the top 100, but almost not anymore. I know this because Jeremy Blombot, who's our regional record holder for 3x3 average, has 602, I think. And he's barely in the top 100 still. Do you know who Drew Wyndham is? I have no idea who Drew Wyndham is. If it's someone on the East Coast, I know next to no East Coast cubers besides world record holders or whatnot. Do you like grilled chicken? I love grilled chicken. Grilled chicken is so much better than fried chicken. Fight me. What? I messed up my layer twice, and then I got an 8-move Sarah's Advanced. He recently got a 3.18 clock average and is top 40 in the world. Me and him cube and play guitar together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm the last guy to care about clock average rankings. He could have gotten WR4, which is what, NAR3? He could have gotten that, and I still probably wouldn't have cared. That was a 2. 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 Average! Get wrecked. So what are your main events? Mine are 3x3 and OH. I would probably just say that those are my main events currently. In terms of what I'm practicing most right now, it's definitely 3x3 just because I'm chasing after a record. And one-handed because it's my highest world ranking, in the combination of the two. Other main events, I mean, I kind of just like do everything besides like I guess maybe the PBQ events, but like, even then I still do them pretty frequently. Like if I have a competition coming up for them, I kind of just like let the events on my competition site sheet dictate what I practice for like that month or whatever. So like right now I'm practicing skew. I would have never practiced skew. I would not be practicing skew right now if I didn't have a competition for it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop practicing skew now. I don't like skew. You know, we were talking about one-handed earlier. I'll just do a couple D-rest solves. That's my 3 main. Oh, taters. Hold on. He did it almost a second faster. Jeez. Whoops. Toasty, I'm sorry. We really having a staring contest right now? I lost. I keep losing staring contests to my dog. It's actually embarrassing. But also she just like stares really creepily. Y'all see that? That pie ZB? If you see fob, what would you recommend to get faster? Oh, I average sub 15. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure, other than just make sure that all of your last layer algorithms are drilled to the point where your fingers fall off, and just turn even faster in F2L. And then keep your solutions for F2L pairs like a decent bit basic, because like the fancy keyhole pairs that you see like some top solvers do, like you're going to suck at them. Like I do them on very rare occasions, but like almost never officially. My 802 is a big exception to that rule, but also come on, it was a nice setup. Ugh. At the current moment, I'm barely averaging sub 15 as well. Man, I am bad. Why am I even practicing OH? It's not even at the complement. Alright, I'll get one sub 10 and then I'll stop OH for a bit and do something else. I just gotta lock in for a lucky solve. In alt universe, I know that ZB. I've forgotten so much L, it's actually nuts. Oh, which is the best event? Don't question it. I'm going to question it because I don't agree with you. Okay, we're back to 12, so that's okay, I guess. Come on, you can't say it's not super satisfying to turn one-handed. Well, yeah, until I get cramps later on in the session, and then I don't like it anymore. That was solid. That was like not worth it ZBLS into ZB, but sure. Clean. Also, why am I the only one talking? The majority of the people who watch my streams tend to also cube in the background whilst watching, so they aren't as active in the chat as much. That's my theory. But I think it's a pretty accurate theory. Yo, chat, after your next solve is done, type something in the chat. If you're in a big cube solve, keep going. Now that I mentioned big cubes, I have the itch to do them. Fair, I did that on Kevin Hage's stream not too long ago. I was just like commenting about how cute Gus was. For those unaware, Kevin Hayes has a dog named Gus, and it is the greatest thing ever. That could have been a sub 10 if I wasn't bad. Wow. I'm surprised you even recognize that. I love Gus too. Gus is amazing. I was mostly more fascinated about the robot that he had that just scrambled his cube for him. Because, like, it looked pretty low budget. Why am I doing this E-perm? I like started the alg and then hesitated because I knew it wasn't a good one. But then I realized that rotating back and then doing my proper E-perm was just as fast as just finishing out the bad alg I did. What am I doing? I think I chucked in a random D move. Like, where did Kevin get that robot from? Because if it's able to scramble a 6x6 accurately in that short of an amount of time, then, like, if I can get one for literally every other WCA event, holy crap, my comp sins are going to be nuts. I know, like, there's a Square One solver I saw at Worlds, which is freaky impressive because, like, it doesn't use Vandenberg. So it does a bunch of random moves in cube shape and then has like a 4-move OBL into PBL skip every time. Alright, I gotta log in so I can get my sub 10 and head out. Oh wait, not of the stream. I'll be streaming for a bit longer. I just realized when someone tells me my friend can solve a cube in 2 seconds, I can't say that's not possible anymore because of Theodore. Well, I mean, people could already have solved a cube in 2 seconds long before then, like unofficially. But officially now, like, yeah, it's been done. But then that goes into the territory of can you call Theodore a friend? Also, what the heck was that? You can't say I didn't do crossballs too, that's all. Yes, but it's just annoying, lol. Why is it annoying? Isn't them saying, oh, my cousin can do that in 2 seconds already annoying enough? Have you even gotten a 10? I don't think so. How did that plus 2? I liked. Thank you. That is a dog barking. Oh my gosh, toast. That was a very similar last layer. Same oil on like same kilo, but just different AUF in between. Oh my gosh, toast! Toast! What are you doing? Hey. It's just a delivery driver. Okay. Just a delivery driver. Male person came by, and my dog, of course, barked at them because she's a corgi. Is that Fuecoco I see? Where? Where do you see Fuecoco? Because there's Fuecoco everywhere. That was a cool multi-slot. Okay, if I don't get sub 10 on this, I'm bad. Guys, it's official. Canyon bad confirmed. I did get close though. It's definitely my best solve so far. Dang. Only if I was this good in competition. I'm bad though? Well, you're not bad because you're watching a Canyon Pettit stream, so therefore you're good. That was a 10? How? What GB perm do you use for OH? One that just goes like this. I don't understand how people are able to do this one any good. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just way more easy to do D moves like that. I also didn't grow up using that G perm, so it kind of makes sense. I used the wide U on R. That's kind of interesting. Man. Why can't a Cuba be good? Boom! There's your sub 10. What should I get if my V11 got worn out? V5, V11, or V100? Definitely try cleaning out your V11 first, because that's oftentimes the issue. You don't need to buy a new Q if your Q wears out, only if you want like a change in hardware or if like something about the actual internal mechanism goes all wonky. Besides that, clean it out first. That's always the first step. You don't need to spend extra money if you can just clean it out. Let's just do 3x3. Why not? This is indeed my 3x3 main. No, I cleaned it multiple times. I just have been using it for like half a year every day. Half a year? That's not enough time to break down an entire cube. Has it like been damaged any other way? Man, why do I suck? I don't know, one side makes a weird squeaking noise. Oh, is that just spring noise? That just doesn't go away. Yeah, where's my 6x6? Where'd I put it? I swear I had it sitting right in front of me, and now it's gone. Oh, it's up here. Ah! Everything's falling. Yeah, no, my 6x6 does a squeaky noise like that too. It's a pretty common occurrence for a lot of cubes. The only thing that I can suggest more besides just breaking it in more is maybe putting in like a heavy lube. At least I think that's what would work on my 6. I haven't tried it yet. Just because the squeaky noise I don't mind too much because I practice with earmuffs a lot. That was sub 8. Sub 8 is so easy. Why am I not getting it? Not a single turn there was what I wanted, Devin. I'm gonna head out. See ya. Alright, thanks for chilling. Take care. I thought that was a pair, it was not. Really? I almost got sub 8 with 5 pairs. That's good, but it's also still a bad time. I see it turn slower. I'm turning too hastily and not accurately. Okay, the F-berm was just not good. Ugh. Is the Gan I carry 2 good cube? I don't know. Don't have one. I think I just need a clean slate. I'm not doing skew. Still, I got a gift card I want to use. My current cube is alright, just not in its prime. I'm thinking I get a standard magload instead of 18th and V. Or just the main something like V100 or V5. Just get the V5, okay? Unless you drop it on concrete and it completely shatters to pieces, the V5 lasts a century. That's all I needed. I just needed a clean slate. And GAN 14 Maglev. GAN 14 Maglev is so bad. Hope that's still sub 8. Nice. Alright, so confirmed we are sub 8. We just need the right mentality. Which I already knew, I just needed verification. That, my friends, is the worst ever good solve. Everybody unsubscribe. Thank you so much, GB Perm, for your very kind and very pleasant comment. I will see you later. Bro, if I even subscribed, I'm gonna change that. Hey, thank you, man. See, your plan backfired. I got a subscriber because you did that. For some reason in my brain, I just did not expect the Olo skip. Even though I know that OLS and I've done it thousands of times, I just didn't see it coming. I got too carried away with the F moves there. I just needed to take a chill pill with the F moves. Let's clutch this out. I did not do that. Oh, dang it. I counted that 9. That's so bad. What cube are you using? I'm using the RSUM V5 Maglev with this guy face on it. I got it for the purpose of one-handed, which is what this cube was, and immediately got regional record with it. And then I realized that I liked it for two-handed, tried it out in a competition, and got my first sub 8 in like 4 rounds. So I just decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to get another one, and I'm just going to main it for 3x3. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I cannot believe I recognize it that fast. Nice, I'm averaging 31 and PB 17. PB 17 is pretty good for a 31 average. Also, if you're averaging 31, you absolutely do not need a good cube. If I had a 31 average, I could probably get down to a sub 15 average with like a random budget cube I find at Walmart. Ah, come on. I have this exact same trend in competitions too, where I want sub 8 and I get 8.0. Oh, why my bad? Yo, so true. It's alright, guys. I click 4 buttons and they're gone. First sub 7. Nice EV. Okay. That's a pretty solid average. I'll take it. Almost had a counting 6 there, but I fumbled J. That was a cool ass solution. Thanks for making cubing lice streams. Not many people do that. What? Lice? I don't have lice. I hope. I understand what you're trying to say, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. It's just cubing streams are just fun. I'm surprised that was a normal timer stop. Yes, I did plus X cross in 4 moves. 4 move X cross, hell yeah. Damn it. Okay, that was another sub 8. Yippee! You know what? I was really stupid as a kid. I thought X-Cross, I thought X-Cross meant this. Like, you know, cross, but it's in the shape of an X. Until I heard Faz say extended cross, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Too many mistakes. Easy DB, we'll take it. Hey, what up, Anthony? Long time no see. What have you been up to? Besides OH, because I know that for certain. Yo, wait, I have a counting 9 and my BPA is still sub 8. Oh my god, I got it. That's insane. See, like, these are the kind of averages that gives me hope that I could global sub 7, but also that I could get state record for Utah. It's 7:08 right now, and my PR is 7:38. Boom. I've been doing a lot of mega after getting the GAN. I'm about sub 110 right now. Nice. Do you know when your next competition with Megamix is? The scramble is like bad good. Ugh. I need to stick to my standard Wi-Fi like this. It's so much more consistent than the other one, now that it doesn't corn twist. It should be April 11th as long as I can go. I have to get SR and sub 1 by then. New Mexico doesn't have sub 1 yet? Just like watch 20 minutes of example solves from top Megamix solvers and you're gonna be like sub 1 within a week. That wasn't great. Still possible. Boom. We got it. What is that, like 4 in a row? SR is 100.6. That's rough. can work with an 808. Messed up my cross. Yikes. Alright, well, rip the sub 8 streak, however long it was. Close enough. I'm also preparing for Utah All-Star Championship, which is essentially like a mini Utah Championship in late March. And after I +2'd out of the win at Utah Champs, I really want to get this win. That was probably not worth it. I just knew that the solve was already pacing pretty bad, so I just decided to go for it. Yeah, not quite. I can still clutch it out. Let's try it. Clean as fuck. Holy god, that's always good. Alright, let's stop starting out with a horrendous solve. That's my goal next AO5, is to not start out with a bad solve. Right now, I'm trying to improve OH as much as possible for RNC this year. If Jeremy doesn't make it, then it should just be you that's faster than me. I might be able to win. Why is Jeremy not able to make it? Also, very bold of you to assume that I'm just going to let my regional championship title be taken without a fight. Because that title is mine, and I plan to keep it as mine. What? How? How, though? Like, come on. I don't know if he will, since he isn't reg currently, just speculation. Well, I mean, registration is open for a really long time, so I don't think he's just going to sleep on a regional championship like that. Anyway. Oh, wait, what was that +2 out of? Damn, +2 out of 7-4. That would have been my best of the stream. Also, me and Jeremy made a promise that we were going to swap our regional championship titles back over. Because he won OH in 24 and I won FMC in 24. And then I won OH in 25 and he won FMC in 25. So we're just going to keep flip-flopping till the end of time, okay? That's such a low move count last layer, and it still took like an average amount of time. Nah. Damn it. If I nailed that ZB, it would have maybe been like sub 5.5. I just messed up the start of the alg and I just didn't know what to do from there, so I just did a couple columns. Rare Canyon dot Olo case? What the hell? Hold on, let me try this scram again. Why do I suck? Okay. It's because I was going off of my memory of the first two pairs rather than just replanning it. Alright, let's replan it this time. So, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I just do a D here instead. Wow. I could maybe downsell that to like low 5. Don't know if sub 5 is really feasible on it, but still just massive missed opportunity, really. But yeah, I don't expect Jeremy to just like outright... Oh, wait, hold on. I just did the same thing again. Well, I guess I got another shot. Okay, I wouldn't have nailed the ZB either way. That's good to know. It is a bit expensive for him to fly to Colorado, though, I would bet. Damn it. Didn't I say I like wasn't gonna start out the average of a bad solve, and then I still do? That first two was insane. The entire rest of it was mid. If Jeremy or Jack Bellamy don't attend Rockies in Colorado, there is a slim chance that I could just become regional champion. Because, like, I'm just as fast as people like Braden or Jacob in terms of 3x3, in terms of competition results. At home, they're definitely faster than me, I would say. But in comp, like, I can go toe-to-toe with them occasionally. Especially Jacob, he's a bit inconsistent. Also, what the heck am I doing? Can you do Mega? Would you guys want to watch me do Mega? I do need to eat lunch pretty soon, so I might be able to do, like, you know, let's just do a Meg Mix AO12. Meg Mix AO12, and then we'll call it. I could do this as a comp sim. Wait. Hold on. Yo, are we locked? I think we're locked. This stuff's either going to be like 49 or 104. Let me pan my camera. Ready. Like I said, 49 or 104, and I got 49. Take it. Ready. Not good. Made a couple bad mistakes in F2L and LL, and probably some inefficiencies in F2L as well, just because the time is so bad. Ready. Very nice. Wait, what? Okay. I thought it was good for a second. I just nailed it that one time. Ready. Sub 50's looking a bit dicey now. As in, it's not possible. I hope 50.05 is enough to beat Jack. The competition that I mentioned earlier that I'm going to later in February called Cubing with the Dinosaurs. Jack Anderson, who's a Washington speed cuber, is coming to the competition because he's taking college in Utah State. Oh, University of Utah, my bad. And he's like, he has a 47 official average, but I don't know what he globals now. So I'm just hoping that I can like beat him because Megaminx is the main event at that comp. Even though it has 3x3, which I think is interesting. That all doesn't matter unless I actually get it, but I will. Ready. Nope. 53. I don't think that's quite good enough. What the? Rogue chocolate? Meow? What the fuck? Yeah. Alright. Wait, is my mouse connected? Bro, my mouse was connected the whole time. I don't want to waste its battery. It runs on a single AA and it's been going for like almost like 3 weeks now straight, and I don't know how long it's supposed to last. Chocolate. Yeah, I could tell just by the profile picture who you were. Okay, well, Mega Mix Compton didn't go the greatest, but I'm also a bit rusty, so I don't blame myself too much for that. Let's see, I got 10 minutes. I'm just gonna do one skew comp sim, except it's not gonna be a comp sim, and it's just gonna be what I do at competition, which is no earmuffs, stand up, and just do ready. Ready. I'm like low-key better at this event when I'm standing. These bands specifically for skew. Yes, because I don't care about the event, and it's also the way I got my first record average of 2.9. Ready. Low key, these solos are going better than like half of the other solos I did in the stream. Ready. They don't have sub 4 guaranteed. Ready. Nah, what the fuck is this? That's an average of 1 U-perm per second. What up, Scuber348? I did not get 348, unfortunately. Actually, wait, hold on. I can roll it to get 348. Did I do it? 362, not quite. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna need a good one here. Okay, well. Didn't quite get it, whatever. Random 7 mover I came up with. Oh, world record, nice. Alright, that'll be it for the stream. I'm going to go make myself some lunch. Appreciate y'all coming. Have a good one. And I'll see you in my next one, which might be tomorrow. I could be streaming tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Alright. Take care, y'all. Bye.